Hey up me duck YouTube, welcome back to another video with your boy Rams fan YT. Today I will be doing the best summer transfer of League One clubs. I know it's a bit late, the transfer window closed about a week ago, but I think it's important that every league gets covered down to non-league level. So there wasn't many clubs, just to say that we spent much money. So a lot of them were free transfers. So again, it was very difficult for me to decide, but best of a bad bunch, eh? So let's start with Accrington Stanley. Who are they? So yeah, who are they exactly? Well, they've signed a player called Matt Butcher, who is progressing along with their career very well, coming up from non-league and is still young at 23. He's already scored once in his 7 league appearances. Oh, by the way, just to say, that was the stats I got was before this weekend's games, so I don't know if there's any difference over this weekend. I think it's a big coup in my opinion. He is a talented player with a big presence in midfield. He's hit the ground running, and seeming the fact that Stanley are shorter midfielders, it makes sense to me. When asked to describe himself, he said, "I am a central midfielder. I would describe myself as a box-to-box midfielder who likes to get about the pitch." It just sounds like a perfect credential to me. And next is AFC Wimbledon with Shea Alexander. For 2 seasons at Barnet, he played a crucial role. He's currently spent his whole career in non-league, but he did become a fan's favourite at Aldershot when they went into the playoffs. His work rate cannot be questioned. Shea has good energy, he gets up and down the flank well, and has good crossing ability, which is all you pretty much need from a modern-day fullback. He's at the age when he needs to be playing consistently at a good level, and I think he is actually a hidden gem from a non-league. Blackpool, I've gone with Kenny Dougal. Or Dogle. Might be Dogle. Kenny Dogle we'll go with. He's gained promotion twice, including in 2019 with Barnsley, where he featured 43 times. The other one of them times was in the Netherlands. But he brings experience of gaining promotion, and his positional play and ability to connect the team together from midfield would be a valuable asset to the team. Bristol Rovers have gone with Max Emmer. Last season, he was club captain at Gillingham. There he was a well-rounded in approach to defending, capable of peaking a pass and holding possession, all with defence being his number one priority. He's made over 200 appearances for the Gills. He also has an eye for goal netting 15 times in 16 years. Overall, he has proven at this level, being strong and robust. He's a good passer of the ball and effective from set pieces at both ends of the pitch. And finally, brings leadership in the form of a centre-back at his prime. For Burton Albion, I've gone with the first loan signing made permanent, Kieran O'Hara. As I said, Burton fans will know him from playing with them last season on loan. He's also a full Irish international, who is a really talented shot stopper. He's now experienced at this level and still has age on his side, and for a free transfer is a great addition. Charlton Athletic, I've gone with Ben Watson. He was captain for Nottingham Forest last season, having an amazing season in the Championship, being potentially one of the best midfielders in the Championship. I know I'm saying that for a rival, but I mean, he's no longer part of them. He's moved on. He's gone to a better club. So the fact that they got him was a real steal for me. He's a natural leader with a brain for the game. Crew Alexandra, I'm going with Ofrande Zanzala. The forward from Congo. Scored 14 times in 27 appearances for Accrington last season. He has a good age and comes from Derby's academy. Well, we know how good that is. He had the 8th best goals per minute ratio and record in League One last season. Doncaster Rovers are going with Jason Noccolo. Last season he had a brief loan spell with the club, and the winger had just broken onto the scene before the season was curtailed. I believe he will score a lot of goals, gets assists, and play a lot of games. He will give his all in every game as well. And bearing in mind, I'm pretty certain he's still quite young, so that's always something going for him. Fleetwood Town, I've gone with Jordan Rossiter. He's calm on the ball and has unrivaled intensity off it. Some even actually said that he would be the next Gerrard, which he was shaped by the manager at Rangers. He scored an absolute banger for Rangers, actually, against Hibernian in a 5-5 draw. And also did well for Bury in their promotion from League Two, until they, unfortunately, went out of business. He was on loan last season for Fleetwood, scoring once in 9 appearances for the club. To describe his playing style, he is an authoritative central midfield presence with an extensive passing repertoire, with either foot and an eye for goal. Sorry about that. For Gillingham with Ryan Jackson, he's an attacking fullback, and although 30 years old, he scored 3 times in 80 appearances at his first stint at Gillingham. At Colchester, he scored 6 times in 140 appearances. He doesn't need any introduction, really. I just mean, just look at his former games for the Gills, and you'll see how good he has been for them. And the fact he's come in again just shows how loyal he is for that club. Hull City, I've gone for Greg Docherty. Should have had more appearances probably for Rangers, in my opinion, and is by far the best midfielder in League One. Although Ben Watson coming in, who knows? He was a regular in 2018, but more recently has been playing at Shrewsbury on loan, but that means he is experienced at this level. He offers great work rate, athleticism, and a goal threat. In 2018-19 for Shrewsbury, he scored 7 times with 8 assists and was player of the season for them. For Ipswich Town, I've gone with Oliver Hawkins. He reached the playoff semi-finals with Portsmouth last season, and he came to Portsmouth in 2017, where he scored 18 times in 95 appearances, and can either play as a centre-forward or a stand-in defender. I mean, how many players do you get which does a centre-forward and a defender? Ridiculously. He scored the winning penalty to win the EFL Trophy final last season. The season, whenever it last was, because they've not played that EFL Trophy yet. He does have a tendency to struggle with injuries, but a player who plays for the team overall. For Lincoln City is Joe Walsh. The 28-year-old has invaluable experience being in the Championship with MK Dons and made a total of 145 appearances for the club. He has played for Wales under-21 and was Player of the Year for Crawley Town in 2014. He loves to play a bit and adds great experience. He's someone who is reliable, a good footballer, but most importantly, naturally left-sided, so provides balance to the defence. Milton Keynes, Dons, I have gone for Richard Keogh. He brings a lot into the dressing room, not just as a player, but his qualities of leadership. His influence on other players and on the fans will be tremendous. He clearly has great quality being selected for the Ireland team. Personally, I don't think he should have been sacked, as he doesn't actually own a car and was talking to Lawrence about his mental health. So when it comes down to it, what could have he really done in this sort of situation? Does he be more of a father figure, or does he end up getting the sack and ending up here? But either way, a good player there for MK Dons, and I wish his career all the best. For Northampton Town, I've gone with Christopher Missalou. He made 77 appearances with Oldham over the last 2 seasons. He is primarily a defensive midfielder who is competitive. He generally plays behind the ball, but has a forward-thinking mentality by supporting play and reading the game well. He senses danger and can break play up well. He can also step through the lines, and he has a good range of passing ability. Christopher is also of a guild age. He is one of those players with the ambition, hunger, and desire, while also having a good amount of experience at the same time. Oxford United, I've gone with Dylan Asonganyi. Definitely don't know how to pronounce that name. Last season, he made 7 appearances for MK Dons and Maidenhead on loan combined. He is very talented and at the age of 19 still has huge potential as a player who pushes himself in training and has a clear desire to perform well. Peterborough United, I've gone with Johnson Clark Harris, or JCH as the fans seem to have taken to calling him. He's been a great talisman for Bristol Rovers over the last 2.5 seasons, playing 57 times and scoring 27 goals during that time period. He gives the physicality they lost with Ivan Toney and can grab the ball and pace it up the pitch. He's very good at set pieces in the shape of free kicks and penalties. He has a very good left foot and has areas to improve, being kind of young. He's very experienced at this level as well as at the same time, so he's sort of reaching the pinnacle of his career, I would say. Plymouth Argyle, I've gone with Luke McCormick. This is a much-needed reinforcement in the goalkeeping department. He will perform well when called upon, seeing last season they only had one good keeper, or first-team keeper maybe. He's the type of player you want in the squad and has just got Swindon out of League 2. He can easily be motivated to get up for a game. So I'd say a good choice of reserve there. Portsmouth have gone with Callum Johnson. The 23-year-old will provide competition for right-back with James Bolton. He's still young, but has experience of this level with Accrington. He is also versatile, playing in a number of positions, including central midfield, but he feels most comfortable at right-back. For Rochdale, I've gone with Alex Newby. He is a bit of a newbie to this league, you could say, but he had 96 games, scoring 24 times with Chorley in that time, winning promotion to the National League. He scored against Morecambe in the EFL Trophy, actually, and he has a 76% pass accuracy. So, clearly a very good player they have on their hands. Shrewsbury Town, I've gone with Raquel Pike. He provides a physical battle with the defenders to let them know they're in for a game. He puts himself about and works hard for the team. He likes to run in behind or cut back and score from distance. Previously, he played under the manager at Wrexham, where he appeared 23 times and netted 5 goals. He impressed on his debut, scoring against Middlesbrough in the EFL Cup. I think he'll surprise people with his speed and strength, seeming he's young at 23. Unfortunately, I think he has picked up a thigh injury recently and is out for 4 months. But he is a great acquisition when he comes back to fitness. Sunderland, I've gone for Aidan O'Brien. He's a natural goal scorer, which can be seen in his international career at Ireland with his goal against Poland. The team now has plenty of options going forward. He works hard on the training ground, which shows in his game. He's made 226 appearances for Millwall in all competitions, but only 8 of those came last season. I just think he needs a run of games. He probably will play as a centre-forward, but he can play across the front, as seen at Millwall, where he played most of his games from the left, ghosting in and scoring goals. Swindon Town have gone with Brett Pittman. The striker scored a combined total of 42 goals over the last 3 seasons with Portsmouth. He has plenty of experience at League 1 level, getting Bournemouth out of the league and then went on to Bristol City, Ipswich Town, Portsmouth, and now at Swindon. On his day, you can see that he's a standout player. He does need to work a bit more on his teamwork skills, I think, but it's a great player for them to have got. And finally, Wigan Athletic with Will Keane. Firepower is crucial for a team who is in financial ruin. And this man brings just that. Unfortunately, he is a bit injury prone. But if he overcomes this, then he can be class. Even 25 games would be good enough for survival to the playoffs, depending on where they see they want to go at the end of the season. He even has Premier League experience playing for Manchester United, albeit only twice, but most famously, perhaps, is that he is a brother of Michael Keane of Everton. Last season for Ipswich, he scored 3 times in 23 appearances, but back in 2013 he was at loan at Wigan, making 4 appearances, so he knows the club relatively well. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to join me for a history of your club on Thursday, and then we'll be doing the same with League 2 next week. See you then.